It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning. Oh, my wigs are coming out to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. How you doing this morning?
Okay.
Hi, Grinder. Sorry I had to cancel last night on everybody. I was beat. Day before yesterday was my girl's 17th birthday. My kids are getting old. So yesterday we had dinner, and then my mom came over with cookies and balloons. And I was beat. After that, I was just done.
I was like,
but it's the little things that drive me into the corner. I can't help it. I'm getting old.
yeah.
It's hard. But yeah, so nothing too exciting.
No.
Just that.
I had to go get my husband a phone yesterday because he broke his the day before.
He what?
He broke his phone the day before.
So
he didn't have a phone yesterday, which scares me because he drives almost an hour to work.
Oh, yeah.
So for him not to have a phone, I was like, no. So I went during the day and got him a phone.
Yeah, I got my mom a phone the other day. Hers was not working. She is worse than a kid. She drops it all the time. And
So does he.
Terrible.
So does he. Yeah. I tell him if he when he dropped it would break.
It would work.
It was like shutting on and off, like powering on and off.
Mm-hmm.
And he falls asleep a lot and he'll drop it. So I'm like, if you quit dropping it, it wouldn't mess up.
I do that at night. I drop mine at night when I sometimes I get up and I get a little anxious, so I need to sit up and do something for a few minutes.
That's what you do.
Hey, Eliza. And I'll drop it, but I've never broke it. Every time I do, though, drop it, I think, oh, God, it's the time it's going to break. But no, mine's pristine, actually.
He didn't have, like, a good phone. He just had, like, like an A something, an A1 or A13.
Yeah.
Galaxy. But I got him the S21 yesterday. And that's not the phone he wanted. He wanted a cheaper phone. But I need a phone that I know
will work.
Yes, it will. outlast him.
Outlast him.
So he got the S21. He liked it, but he was kind of mad. But I got it on the payment plan, so
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
he'll be fine. At least you'll have a way. Well, that's why I started my mom and my stepdad on our plan, is because they kept getting crappy services and crappy phones, and I couldn't get a hold of them half the time. I'm like, forget it. You're going on my plan. We're going to get you set because I can't not be able to get a hold of you people.
I know, that's how I feel. And I've always had better phones than him. Not because I deserve a better phone, but I always pick better phones than he does. Because I let him pick whatever he wants. And I always tell him he needs to get like a better phone, and he never listens to me. So I went without him yesterday and did it myself.
Forget it. Well, that's like my mom. She's like, "Oh, just get me a cheap phone." I'm like, "I'm not getting you a cheap phone. We're not doing that again."
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He just wanted a cheap phone. Like, if you don't cut it out, I'm gonna get you a flip phone.
Mom's like, "Do they have flip phones anymore?" I'm like, "No." They do, actually. They have one. It's called a rugger.
Yeah.
And it's really expensive because it's like army, military. It's a really cool phone. And I would get it for my mom if I could afford it, but it's like buying a house. It's like so expensive.
And then my son was like, "Mom, when am I gonna get a phone?" And I go, "You ain't gonna get a phone yet, you crazy."
Yeah. Well, I did take my mom's old phone and give it to my youngest after I reset it.
For the Wi-Fi?
For the Wi-Fi, yeah. So he could play his games and stuff and not borrow his father's phone all the time.
What?
What the chopstick trainers?
Hello.
Hi.
Listen.
Yes.
Look in the cubby, doing the door somewhere else. Just look in there.
I did check.
I go in there somewhere else. I put them in there. He needs the thing for the chopsticks to help hold it. Because he likes to eat with chopsticks. But he needs it's like
supporters.
Yeah. And he was like, "What did I like?"
It's what kids in China use a lot, actually, when they're first learning.
So he uses that, and I don't care. It's like whatever.
As long as he's eating.
Yeah. So I'm like this.
Hey. It's like when my oldest was little, like little. He would watch Baby Einstein, and there's one that's languages, and he'd go through all these different languages, and he would repeat the Hebrew stuff over and over and over again. I'm like, that's fine. You want to speak Hebrew? I will learn Hebrew.
Yeah.
He still doesn't talk.
Mason picked up Spanish here because my mother lost speech letters, but we're not allowed enough for him to be fluent enough. But he'll say words. I'm like, "No, Mason, that's not how you say it."
Oh, mine has discovered swear words that he doesn't know are swear words.
Yeah.
And I tell him, I don't care. You can't say swear words until you're 18. Because there's no way I'm going to like say it's bad or anything like that. Because, well, one, it's not. And two, it's not going to do anything for him. He doesn't care.
Yeah, no, mine
So
either.
I can't get him to like understand that, well, if you are going to swear, you have to know when and where and read the room, and he can't do any of those things yet.
Yeah, that's how Mason is. I just tell him those are inappropriate words for his age. And he just looks at me like, whatever.
Well, the other day, he said, "What the fuck?" to me. And I lost my shit. I said, "Excuse me? No. No, you never say that to me. I'm your mother." I grew my mother's finger at that point. This one. I was so mad. I made him cry. I felt bad about that.
Mason told John the other day, Dad, why are you such an asshole? I was like, Mason. I was like, we don't. I was like, we ain't gonna be doing that. He was our mom, but I go, no.
Sometimes it's hard not to laugh.
Yeah,
I know. Don't laugh. This is important.
It's a good thing I was in the animal, so I got to laugh. Listen, he was like, my mom, Dad, this is an asshole. No, Mason, quit saying it. I was like, stop. And he's like, Mom. I'm like, no.
No.
Stop.
No. Just no.
Because he goes to school and he repeats up in school.
Exactly.
When he was little, instead of saying shut up, I would always tell him, shut your pie hole. When he went and told his teacher. And so, I'm like, well, can't say that no more. So, I have to watch what I say because he repeats everything they say.
Well, that's the thing about kids. It keeps you on your toes.
Yep.
Grinder, you gonna play Cards Against Humanity with us tonight? We have a couple people who use the Family Edition. I know Myrtle uses the Family Edition, and Shan has the Family Edition. And sometimes the Family Edition is worse than the regular ones. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, wait, what?
I want to get the period one.
I want to get the Harry Potter one and the Disney one. Those are the ones I want. And the Everything Bagel ones.
I can't remember which one I have on my wish list. I have
a whole bunch of them on my wish list. I just threw them all. And when I see one, I throw it on there. What the heck? My youngest has decided his favorite color is yellow. Okay. So he wants ears like mine, only yellow, which I finally found a pair. It took forever. That was not an easy task. He wants a pair of striped fingerless gloves like I wear, but he wants them to be black and yellow. And then he wears a bandana every day around his neck. Like, just, regular, loose bandana. And he loves it. He has a lime green one, but I found a set of 3 yellow ones, and 3 being the key word here. That way I can wash them.
Yes.
Oh my gothic.
So Mason likes to wear hoodies.
Awesome, Grinder.
He doesn't he doesn't like jackets or anything. So I have to take his hoodie and swap it out. He has like 5 of them, but he wears the same one a week if you don't jacket from him.
He took mine that's too big for me. My son did. It looks like a freaking dress on him. First of all, he looks like a borrower trying to wear some people clothes or something. And now I don't know where the heck it is.
The funny thing is that
I gotta get him one.
Mason could wear my hoodies because they were long. And Mason's a medium man, so it's not too much bigger on him. And I could wear his if I really wanted to, but I don't like the fitted look. So he'll steal my hoodies all the time.
Yeah. And now my youngest is so tall but he didn't get wider. He's just taller.
Yeah.
So all his pants fit except they're about this far above his ankle. And he's hard to shop for because he's got sensory issues. So it's really hard to give up what we already know works.
I totally understand because Mason will wear jean material. He won't freak him out. So getting him cargo pants or some of my pants that will fit him tall.
My son likes the athletic, shimmery stuff.
Like what Mason has on right now. Yeah. That's all Mason will wear.
Yep. I hate that stuff. I would never. I don't like it.
And he doesn't like pants. And it's cold right now in Texas, believe it or not. It's like in the 60s. And he won't wear pants. He refuses to wear pants. He wears socks with like knee-high socks. He's like, Mom, my legs are covered.
My brother was like that.
So...
He wore like surfer shorts. I don't know if you guys know what those are. They're like long shorts.
Yeah,
They go down to your knee or a little past your knee.
Yeah, that's how Mason
He wore those. That's all he wore until he went to the army, of course. But that's all he wore.
That's how Mason wears this cargo shorts. They go below the knee.
That's what hubby wears, his cargo shorts.
Yeah.
I could give him a couple new pair.
And our basketball shorts. That's all he wears.
Yeah, the basketball stuff, that shimmery sports material. That's what Liam likes.
That's all Mason wants. And I'm like, you know how hard it is to buy pants like that?
Amazon. They have some good deals, but I'm always scared they're not going to fit. That's what I'm always worried about.
Scared of because Mason, he doesn't wear the same size to anything.
Well, yeah.
I'm scared of
America sizing clothing sucks.
Yeah.
Bad. Because like my girl wears anywhere from a 1X to a 4X depending on what it is or where we bought it.
Yeah, me too. I could go from a 16 to a 20 depending on
what it is.
Yep.
Or who made it.
And I'm not even that big, so I'm like, if I could fit into a 20, I could just imagine.
Good morning, Myrtle. Yeah, it drives me crazy. That's why I never know what's going to fit me or not.
Yeah.
I keep getting surprised. Like, I have a drawer of stuff that was too small for me, and I keep pulling stuff out of it, and it fits or it's too big. The one shirt was too big and about floored me. I was like, oh, I don't think this thing ever fit me.
Yeah, I pulled out a pair of jeans that was snug in my hips last year, and they're now loose on me. And I was like, okay.
Yay! I have jeans that fit.
I was like, I guess I could put these in the rotation.
I finally got back into my overall. I love overalls. I'm a farm girl, okay? In Michigan, I used to run around in sports bras with overalls on. That's all I wore. It was my thing. And finally, I have my biggest pair that I ever bought fits again, and I've worn them twice. I love them.
I've never been able to find overalls that fit me properly because I'm soaked. And I also got big hips. So if they fit me in my hips, they're usually too big everywhere else. Like too long, too big in the crotch.
Oh, so my overalls are way too long. I need hubby, they like cow rolls, you know, up
no,
for
but
me.
Like the crotch area will like hang to my knees.
Yeah.
Because I have a short torso, so I
have a really long torso, so sometimes I have to bring the bib down.
I'm opposite. I have a really short torso and longer legs to be so soaked.
My torso's longer than my legs.
No.
I didn't know that. No wonder I had so much trouble getting uniforms in school.
Yep.
To fit. I didn't ever realize it until basically hubby and I, when I'm sitting down, I'm taller than he is. But he's taller than me.
Yeah.
So I started paying attention and figured it out. I'm like, holy shit, my torso's I have really nice legs too. So I was shocked. It's one of my favorite parts of my body.
My husband, he makes it all like that. They have really long torsos and short legs. I'm like,
yeah, I think we're all starting to shrink, Myrtle. You started a trend. Go, girl. We're the cool club now. The only thing that I don't like is I realized I have always been fat. I have no problem being fat. I have always been fat. But I got too fat to move and stuff like that. So something had to happen or I was going to die.
Yeah.
That's what it basically comes down to. So I just decided, and yes, I do this. You can ask hubby. He's got all kinds of stories. I just decided that I was going to get back to a place where I felt strong and I could live again.
Definitely.
And I just put my mind to it, and I don't count calories. I don't weigh myself. I get weighed at the doctor like once or twice a year. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason. The only thing I notice is when clothes fit or don't fit. That's what I noticed. Or I watch, holy hell, I was watching videos on our channel from last year, and I could not believe how big my face was.
It's a big difference.
I was like, holy shit. I didn't notice. I did not notice at all how different it was. But my big thing is I just want to be strong and be able to do things with my kids and my husband. And like, I used to cook. My domain was the kitchen. I used to cook and bake all the time, and I stopped. I just stopped. I got so depressed, and COVID fucked me up. We're just going to put it that way. COVID and Trump fucked me up. I have to say it. That's what it is. And emotionally, I couldn't handle life. Thank God for my husband. He's the coolest person in the world. But I'm pretty much over everything now, so. But slowly and surely, I'm getting back into it. And I cooked last night, but I couldn't stand for the whole thing, so I cooked almost to the end, and hubby just put everything together. So it was my first time cooking again. I'm good walking, I'm good sitting, I'm good laying down most of the time. I can only sit for like 20 minutes, and I have to walk around for a few minutes to sit back down.
I was very proud of her.
Thank you. And my legs started to shake. I couldn't stand up anymore. But I did it until I couldn't do it anymore, which is something I've always done, which I hadn't been doing for the last couple of years.
That's what I use. I usually push my body to the point, by the end of the day, I can't even stand for myself. Which we know I have to have help standing to begin with, but still, I can't put weight on my ankles by the end of the day. So having the tail now helps a lot when it comes to cooking.
The other day I swept part of the floor and I mopped part of the floor. I was very proud of myself. But near the end, there was like 2 spots I really wanted to get. I knew I wasn't going to get the rest of it because I knew my body was done. I sat in hubby's rolling chair and did it with. I'm like, oh, I got an idea, and it worked, and I was so happy because I got to finish doing what I was doing.
That's whenever I got the wheelchair, because I've only had it for a year and a half. I was able to start to vacuum easier, but I still have an issue with the mop because for some reason I lose my grip a lot, so I always drop the mop. So I have 2 brushes. They have and they're electric, so they spin. So I don't have to, because I have both my rotator cuffs. Yeah, I need that because
they're wonderful and they're not that expensive. I think I got them from Publix, so I don't, which is a grocery store. I don't know. Walmart probably has them.
You need to send me what it looks like, because I used to have an old school mop in the bucket.
I'm so glad I bought that because I can't even lift, because I used to use the mops from like you see in restaurants, the big heavy ones. Mm-hmm. I can't use them with my shoulders anymore. I just can't lift it.
And because
it pisses me off.
And I think it's harder too for me because I can only use the one hand. I can't use the left hand. So I think that's an issue also, is just being able to use the one hand, so I can't alternate hands. But
Myrtle, you're making progress though, and I'm very proud of you.
Yes.
It took me a while to start standing for more than a few minutes. It just is an everyday thing. And I started my getting farther and farther away from my bathroom. This is the thing. I started getting farther and farther away from my bathroom, so I have to walk all the way to the bathroom and all the way back. Mm-hmm. Which to some people is nothing, but to some of us who don't move very good, it's a big deal. That's a big shit deal. A Swiffer. I miss my Swiffer. And you know what I used to do? I used to buy those red rags that they use in car shops. Yeah. They're kind of thin. And I'd use those with whatever spray, Odoband or Febreze or whatever. I don't know. I use a lot of peppermint oil and water to clean with because bugs and rodents hate it. And it's antibacterial. So, and it smells good. You smell like you're in Santa Claus's house. There's candy canes everywhere. My littlest one came in after I was mopping. And he goes, "It smells delicious in here." He loves peppermint. So do I. He inherited that from me. I love peppermint. But I used to use those and just wash them instead of using the throwaway ones.
My mom used to mop with the towel. She would tie a towel around a broom because she said mops would carry bacteria. So she would mop with the towel and wash it. So growing up, we used the towel. And I ain't get a mop until after she
when I do my mop, when I was using regular mops, which I might get back to again, I don't know. I have a few of them left. And had the big yellow mop bucket with the squeezer thingy on it, wringer. And but I just wash them. I throw them in the wash after and bleach them.
Yeah, my mop head comes off. It's washable, and you can replace it. So I do that. I bleach it every time I'm up.
It's fun. It's good though when you set little goals. It makes you feel better. Yep. So I suggest if anybody thinks you can only eat an elephant one bite at a time. If you die if you try to eat that thing all at once. Yep. Waiting for my husband to get back, and then we're going shopping for Christmas presents for the grandkids. Oh,
I have to go help. I have to go help someone move later because we have a truck. I hate truck.
Yeah, once you get a truck, you are the person people are gonna call.
And then we finally got the wheelchair lift. Medicaid finally did it, so now we can take the wheelchair places, and we still have it. I still use a walker. Oh no! I only wanted to live for the zoo and stuff, for major places where we're walking for longer than an hour, and we just haven't done nothing. So, but my husband refused to use it. He wasn't too happy about it. I told him that's what you get for being someone who's disabled.
My stepfather bought a truck. And when he did, I told him, you do realize everybody's going to call you when they want to move things. Mom is going to be neurotic about getting stuff for the yard. Yeah. And you have a truck. So now she's going to get whatever she wants. And you treating it like a car. He bought this pretty bed liner for it. Oh. And oh man, I was so glad when that thing broke down. Because he would just complain all the time. I'm like, dude, you bought a truck.
my truck is white. You tell my husband to go wash it. And I'll have time. I'm like, go wash the truck, fool. And let's
go watch the truck.
So we live in the country. We live outside of San Antonio. And land is clay sand.
Mm-hmm.
So
I hate that stuff.
So in the summer it gets cold, but when it cools down for that 1 month we get cool weather in Texas, it gets real soft and it blows all over the place. And then when
it's a pain in the ass.
And when it rains, it's sticky. So and my whole yard is full of. We have no grass. We have little patches of grass. So it's sand all over the place.
Grinder, if they're newborns, they need diapers.
Yeah.
You always need diapers.
Yep.
One thing I did for one of my friends is that I bought 2 of each size up to I don't know.
Months.
Yeah. and gave them to them for their bridal, their baby shower, not their bridal shower, the baby shower.
The only size I wouldn't buy that because you don't use it, because I use it, was the 9 to 12 months. My son went from 6 months to 12 months. He skipped that 9 to 12 month size. And every baby I know has skipped that size.
My last one I used cloth diapers, so
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of them. I got a whole bunch online. I was on Facebook when my youngest was born, and these people that I played a game with, Pet Society or something like that, these people all of a sudden started sending me stuff for the baby, and it was so sweet. But they basically stocked me. I bought a few too, but they stocked me up with enough stuff that I did non-disposable wipes in the warmer. I did the bed. I did use Huggies when we were out and about doing stuff. I didn't use cloth then, but the cloth ones are just like a regular diaper now.
Yeah.
You just wash it.
My baby shower, I had everything I needed, so it was a diaper pony. So everybody bought diapers and wipes. I didn't have to buy diapers to make him was a year old, because I had that many diapers.
That's nice, though. You don't have to worry about it, especially for the first year. The first year after a baby's born, it doesn't matter how many you've had, you are tired. You don't care about anything but living and getting that baby alive through the year. That's it.
The first year I did it by myself. His dad wasn't here.
Grinder, I do not do Black Friday shopping. I never have.
I never had.
It scares the hell out of me. When I worked different retails and stuff, I would specifically not work Black Friday, which was fine because most people want to work Black Friday because they give you time and a half. Usually they extra pay people to do it. But I've seen little old ladies about kill each other over stockings.
Yeah.
You know, so no, people are nuts.
I was always told I wasn't allowed to do it because it wasn't safe. So I never done Black Friday.
And it's crazy. I don't care how much I'm saving at that point. That is just crazy. People trample each other. They rip things out of each other. And that's the other thing. I would go to jail.
Yeah.
Because somebody would touch me or somebody I was with and I would pummel them and I would go to jail for attempted murder.
Yep.
Because I just can't handle it. I would snap. I know me.
I'll just wait till Cyber Monday where you could just get it all online.
Yeah.
That's what
I would. That and Amazon, because I've been a Prime member with Amazon for years. And they always, this time of year, they pop stuff up every day for me. They know what I like. They know what I spend my money on. So they're like, hey, we know you've been looking at this. We'll give you an extra whatever off of it. That's how I got my Switch. My Switch was so cheap compared to what it was supposed to be. It was a little less than a light for me to buy my Switch.
Yeah, Amazon's been doing that all week.
Yeah. I don't have any money though.
Yeah, I know.
I can't spend anything.
That's how I feel. I was like, okay, that'd be nice to have. But
honestly, I do a lot of my stuff for my kids after Christmas. So I have their Christmas money. If anyone gives them Christmas money, if any of their grandparents give them Christmas money, or their great-grandparents, their great-grandparent, and I can get whatever they didn't get from everybody else. So I don't do a lot of shopping beforehand, if any.
So this year Mason wanted money for his meal, so I got him a prepaid, like a reloadable Visa code, and I'm just going to put money on it and go in his stocking with like some candy and maybe like a t-shirt or something. But that's all he's getting this year.
Well, my mom does, we basically tell the kids, which I'm not sure my kids get, maybe the youngest gets it, that Santa goes to Nana's house.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets one gift from Santa. He gets a game. He it's a board game. So, but I
That's
already
cool.
bought that. I bought it on Amazon because the game you wanted was on sale for $9. It was $25, and they brought it down to $9. And I went ahead and bought it.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
deal.
got it
Love you,
in
Myrtle.
October, so I've had it for a while. But
I remember one year I kept buying things during the year, and I had them on a shelf where I knew where everything was. And just before Christmas, I forgot all about it.
oh goodness.
So I had all this stuff in my.
That's what my husband does. He starts buying stuff like in August or July, and you put it in the office, which is his gaming room.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it never goes in there. So Mason doesn't know that we have stuff hidden away, and then he'll buy stuff for me, but he forgets I go there clean. So I'm like, I usually see it, act like I know. I'm like,
My
okay.
mom was good at hiding stuff. I have no idea where she hid stuff because we had big Christmases. We always had really big Christmases. It might have been not. My mom is very good at thrifting and refurbishing stuff to look like it's new. So I'm sure there was a lot of that going on. But where she did it and how she did it, I have no idea. That woman is magical sometimes. I don't know.
Jonathan just leaves everything in the middle of the floor, like in the box it came in.
Yeah.
The Amazon box. Like I'm not gonna look. He doesn't even try to hide it. He just leaves it. Okay. So I tell
That's
him it's
funny.
not my fault if I know what it is, because he doesn't hide it. And for one, everything he buys up on Amazon comes to my phone. So, like, I don't know what you're doing, but...
Well, that's the thing. The same thing with me and hubby. If we ever bought each other stuff, which we don't tend to do anymore, because we just go, "Oh, honey, I want this. I'm going to get it. Okay, okay."
Yeah.
You know, that's mostly what we do. We don't even care anymore.
And my husband just goes to my wish list and pulls stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, he got something for the wish list. And then he was like, well, how do you know? I'm like,
I do turn off my wish list notifications, just so you all know. So when it comes, it really is a surprise. Unless I try to buy it, and it tells me someone had already bought this off your list.
well,
But that's only happened once.
the thing is, he uses the wish list, but the Amazon on my phone. So if you order something, it tells me something was bought.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see it. And then he'll call me, tell me, hey, don't look at Amazon.
Don't look at Amazon.
I'm like,
That's funny.
I'm like, okay. I already saw it, but okay, I won't look.
Too late. I never saw a thing.
I know nothing.
I know
I'm
nothing.
trying to read the comments. For some reason, my phone has a glare on it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
I'm just really glad that we ended up inheriting that phone that is totally broken, shattered all over the place.
Yeah.
And the boys use it. Well, I bought her a case that has a built-in screen protector.
Uh-huh.
So it's plastic, so it won't break. And
That's where I got my husband. Hopefully it won't.
yeah, and so he can still use it without cutting himself or anything like that. And it's working fine for him, so I'm glad.
See, Mason wanted Jonathan's old phone, but it won't stay on. It keeps powering on.
Oh,
and
that
off.
sucks.
I'm like, but here's an iPad. I tell him, you have an iPad. You don't need a phone. Like, you could do the same thing on the iPad you do on the phone.
Well, he was using a Kindle, but his brother and sister snag them and break them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he doesn't tend to use them very often. Because who he doesn't want to use a broken one, which I completely understand. And when I mean broken, I mean shattered screen, but it still works.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for him, that it has that happens all the time to him. Poor
But the
kid.
difference for me, for you, is Mason's the only kid, so he doesn't have to save his iPad. The thing is, with Mason, he never plugs it in. And I tell him, if you want your iPad, you have to charge it. That is not my job to make sure your iPad charges.
Yeah.
That is your job. And it stays in the living room, like it plugs in the living room, so I know he's not playing with it, right? And I tell him, if you don't plug it in, it dies. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
So
That's your job.
So he gets mad because his iPad's always dead. I'm like,
That's normal. That's
I'm
kid
like,
normal.
I'm like, mine ain't dead. Plug it in.
Grinder, I love it when little kids crawl up on my lap. But I love it even more when they give them back to their mom.
Yep.
I'm not a kid person. Well, I shouldn't say that. I work well with kids, but I can only handle them in short bursts. But my kids, I love my kids dearly, and I don't want them to go anywhere. It's really weird.
There's a reason why I only have one kid. Telling you that. There's a reason why there's only one. Because after having that one, I was like, no, don't want to do no more of this. I'm done.
I honestly thought I was going to be done at 2. The third one happened. Just happened.
So
And then I was like, okay, I'm getting spayed after this. There's
I got my tubes tied the same time I had my C-section.
Me too.
So I knew after the first pregnancy that I just didn't want to be pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm plugging in my iPad. Alright.
Is that your watch band with the sunflowers on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's my Apple Watch.
I like it. I like those sunflowers.
I love sunflowers. Those are my favorite flowers. So
my favorite flower is sweet pea, but it's a wildflower, so you don't get to see it very often. But it's my absolute favorite.
My dad always tells me that sunflowers are weeds.
Yep.
Cause I like wildflowers, like Indian paintbrushes and daisies and stuff. And they're all telling me, you don't like flowers, you like weeds.
Weeds are just plants that grow in the place you don't want them to grow.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So they always move down on my flowers. I'm like, you just kill it on my sunflowers.
I'm letting the clovers take over my front lawn, and they just bloomed the other day, and my front lawn is all white and fluffy looking. It's so cool. I know some people probably like, oh, it's all those weeds, but I think it looks really cool.
I like it when all the wildflowers come up, and then my dad and my husband, they go and they mow them down. Like, you kill my flowers.
You killed my flowers! Damn you. Damn you all to hell. I used to get the wildflower seed boxes and just kind of throw them.
Well, they're all over the yard. Whenever they come up, I'll have to show you. They go all over the place out here. We don't have grass. I'm like, well, at least we got wildflowers. But they kill them. They don't let me keep them.
No. How rude.
I know. I'm like, so sad. I'm like, it's my yard.
That's funny.
But
I used to buy flowers like every week to put on my tables, and then the girl child had such a terrible reaction to the tiger lilies.
Oh no!
That because I just get mixed flowers, like mixed wildflowers type bouquets, that I was scared. I've been scared to ever buy flowers again after that because she just blew up, and I couldn't figure out what it was until I put the flowers outside and
My
started
husband
calming down.
buys me flowers every payday. Like why like just like
A mix.
a bit, yeah. And it's like $9 for the bouquet. It's not even. So
Flowers have gotten expensive. I used to be
Yeah.
able to get a single rose for 90 cents because one
Yeah.
time when I was in my early 20s, I used to buy rose every time I
Yeah.
went to the store, and then I'd put it in my windshield sun blinds things, and they started drying, and it made like this lattice of roses over the canopy of my car. It was cool, actually, but I couldn't do that now.
No,
It's way too expensive.
It's like $5 now for one single rose.
Yeah.
No, this over here. But he pays $9 for the bouquet, and I get one every 2 weeks.
That's
and
cool.
they're on the kitchen table.
Then we have roses down here that are like a peach color, and they smell like raspberries.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
They're very pretty. I never saw them when I lived in Michigan, but they're like a peachy color, and they smell like raspberries, like raspberry jam. It smells so good.
I've never seen a peach color.
When the first time I saw it, I was fairly
I'm
impressed.
trying to think. Like, I don't think I have. Like, I've seen like a baby pink.
It must be a heritage one because the smell is so strong. When you start manipulating and crossbreeding and stuff, they lose their smell. They're fragrant. So, and this one just, you walk in the room and it's like, oh wow, it smells like somebody's been baking in here. It's good. It smells good.
My dad had a rose bush outside the house. Two of them. They were my mom's. And whenever they bloom, I go cut some. But
we had tea roses on trellises up in Michigan. I love those, and those are not genetically altered. Those are wild roses, basically.
Yeah.
And the smell, it's like the best rose lotion you've ever smelled. They smell so sweet. Down here we have magnolias and gardenias, and I don't like either one of them.
Why not?
I think it's because it's so hot down here, they start to smell like they're rotting right away.
Oh, yeah.
It has that sweet and that rancid at the same time. It makes my stomach turn. I'm sure if I grew up, it would be grew up down here, it would be different. Like I'd be used to it, but I hate it when they bloom.
It's so hot here in Texas. I don't think a lot grows. We have
gardenia oil isn't too bad, but it's kind of sweet. A sweet, really sweet smell.
I like gardenia. I like gardenia, sprays and stuff, but
I like really boring stuff like clean linen. Those are my favorites.
Yeah,
really simple.
That's what my husband likes too.
Cotton. I think there's one called cotton.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't care for a lot of the fruitier, flowery stuff. I like the real simple. And the musks. I like musks. Sandalwood, not Egyptian sandalwood, but regular sandalwood. My favorite.
I guess they didn't want to talk to me.
Well, how rude.
I know.
I get that a lot, though. Hubby gets those calls, those spam calls, like many a day. Many. I don't like it.
It wasn't a spam call. I think it had to be my brother's phone number, which I need to double check. But because I don't have it saved in my phone. Oh no, I looked up the number. It was a mobile call. It was spam.
People always ask me for my husband's my husband's phone number, and I'm like, don't you have the little circle with his face in it?
Yeah.
That's his phone number.
Well, I didn't have my brother's number because he has a new number like every, I don't know, he always has a new number and I don't really talk to him. And he called me yesterday, I was like, who's this? And
Who's this?
It was my brother. But I only talk to him like 3 to 4 times a year, if even that. I see him on the holidays. He's like a holiday brother.
He's a holiday husband.
Yeah. And I'm like, I talk to my sister-in-law all the time, but I don't talk to my brother, so he does his own thing.
Yeah.
Him and my sister are really close. If that says anything. So
My father was like that with my brother. He was really close. But sometimes he sends us money on Christmas. I'll take it.
my son calls my brother the guy who gives me money, because every time my brother sees my son, he gives him $1.
Yeah.
He's like, hey mom, who's that guy that gives me money all the time? I'm like, your uncle? He's like, oh yeah?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, mom, how's he my uncle? I go, he's my brother. He goes, mom, you have a brother?
Yeah.
And then my sister, he was like, mom, Jenny, she this sister? And I'm like, yeah, that's my sister. He goes, oh, okay. He forgets to have siblings, I guess. Which is funny because he knows his cousins, and he also knows his cousins. But
Well, sometimes the relative stuff gets confusing. It can sometimes, especially for me when I was growing up. I had first, second, third, and fourth cousins all living around me, and
so did I.
I met a cousin. I met a second cousin when I was in high school. She looked just like me. We looked alike, and I don't look like my mom's side of the family. I look like my dad's side of the family, so that was weird, you know. And I saw her at my high school, and someone said, "There's this girl who looks just like you, only not as clean." That's what they said. And I met her, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, I met this girl. She looks just like me. Her name's Amber." She goes, "That's your cousin. You were in the hospital with her when you had measles when you guys were 1."
Wow.
I'm like I would remember being in the hospital when I was 1.
At 1.
Claire.
My siblings look just like my mom's family, and I look like my dad. So I don't look like my siblings at all. So growing up, we everybody knew my brother and sister siblings, and they would always forget that I was the youngest. And we all grew up together, but they would always forget that I was their sibling.
I look like my father, except for the widow's peak. The widow's peak is my mom. I am built just like him. I saw a picture of him when he was 8 because I never saw my father without a mustache. The first time he shaved his beard was really weird for me. I was like 6, and that was weird. But he's always had a mustache. So when I saw his graduation pictures, I was about 18 at the time. And of course, when he graduated, he was about 18. It looked like me, only a boy. I was like, holy shit.
I look just like my dad's older sister. I have big hair. I look just like her. So
my girl's a carbon copy. She's built just like me.
The
only thing is she has her father's hair.
And then everybody says that makes him look like me. But if you know my husband, he looks exactly like my husband. The only difference is the hair color and the eye color. It's because he's blonde and blue-eyed like me. So people think he looks like me, but if you put him next to his dad, it's a carbon copy of his dad.
People would always say that I looked like my mom. I said, no, I have very similar mannerisms to my mother because she's the one who raised me.
Yeah.
But I don't look like her. But all honesty, she's a short woman.
Yeah.
So she's shorter than the racks at the store when we go to the mall. So I lose her because she's short. And I will ask the people, have you seen a short blonde woman with big breasts that kind of looks like me? Sure enough, they know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, is that your sister? No, that's my mother. That's my mother. But she keeps shrinking too, so she's getting shorter and it's getting even harder to find her.
I think we're all shrinking. I think I've shrunk.
I think my feet shrunk too. I've never had my feet shrink while I was losing weight.
It's probably because you see of getting less like thick.
Swollen?
Yeah, swollen and the shoe size will go down. Because when my feet are swollen, I can't wear my shoes.
Yeah, I put on a pair of shoes that I haven't been able to wear in a long time, and they're a little bit big.
It's because of the sweating's going out, and that's great. That's what you really want is for the water retention to go down, and that will help a lot with walking.
I'm very excited because if my docs are gonna fit soon, I think.
Yep.
Again, and I'm very excited. Those are my favorites. I have two pair. I have a 12i and a 20i. So I have one that's just a boot and one the boot that goes to my knee, and I like them both a lot.
I had the 20i, and I'm still to this day, baby. So
Yep.
I had to get rid of them.
I love my 20i's. When I went to New York for a weekend, I basically wore my 20i docs, a little black skirt, and a black bra everywhere.
Yep.
It was the middle of summer, and it was hot as all get out there. New York City in the summer is hot.
You when it comes to Texas, we get to
No.
14 on a good day.
When you're going east to west or west to east in Texas, there should be a sign that says, "Welcome to Texas. We own your ass for 3 days."
I'm south, so I'm literally like
Are you by the border?
Yeah, I'm like an hour away from Laredo. Maybe an hour and a half at most.
How far are you from New Orleans?
Well, I'm very South Texas, and New Orleans is
Closer to up north, right?
So I'm probably like the last time I went to Louisiana, I think it took us like 8 to 10 hours to get there.
I want to go to New Orleans before I die.
So
Again.
you know what San Antonio hits on the map, right?
Say that again?
You know what San Antonio hits on the map, right? Like San Antonio, Texas is like close to the end of the map. I'm right below that. So I'm right below San Antonio. So I'm closer to the border than they are.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Okay, San Antonio is very south of Texas. It's below Houston.
Right.
So I'm below that. I'm below San Antonio.
Oh, okay. I know where you are then.
So I'm closer to Mexico than they are. I'm literally like, I think we can get to the Mexico border like not even 2 hours. So I'm very close south. I'm like at the end of Texas. The end.
So basically, you're in North Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, because where I live, it's yeah.
My friend's mother was from Mexico.
My
She made the
husband-
best food ever.
Yeah. My mother-in-law's from Monterrey, Mexico, so
Mm-hmm.
she's my husband's both generation heal with their family. So,
Right.
and then his dad is first generation for his dad's family. So both sides of his family is from Mexico.
You went to Mexico 6 years ago. Did you have a good time? My mom went to Mexico and she had a good time. She liked the Virgin Islands better, though. But she's an island girl. She likes islands. I don't think she's ever been to an island she didn't like. She's a beach girl. She's a beach bunny. All right. Tonight we have Cards Against Humanity at 8 o'clock. I'd love to see everybody there. And then tomorrow we have Coffee House again. And then we have 8 o'clock. We have Bitches with Switches Mario Kart 8. So come and play with us. Or at least come watch and talk to us. Love you all. Thank you, Chrissy, for jumping on with me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm awake. I'm dressed. I'm ready for you.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It's by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures, it leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses, it restoreth my buzz, it leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.